Hey everyone, SlipjointSawyer here. Today we're going to be taking a look at another Rough Rider knife, and this is one from the classic Cinnamon Bone Stag series. Carbon steel blades, always a winner for me. I know I say it a lot of times, but this is one of the reasons I sort of lent towards this series. Many other good reasons for that as well. We'll just take a quick look at the box. You can see it's the Rough Rider with the RI spelling. Classic Cinnamon Bone Stag. It's their standard sort of magnetic closure box. You can see you got the model number here is RR2422. Pretty standard affair. Got the back-to-back R Rough Rider, carbon steel, so it comes wrapped in this sort of like tracing paper, and then you have like this little silica in there to stop it rusting on its way to you. Back of the box, you've got the standard cancer and reproductive harm, but only in California for some reason, and where it says it's made in China. Always high quality, handmade pocket knives, and then you've got the website on the back there. Nice standard affair from Rough Rider. They are really sort of like durable hard boxes, so you know it's not going to get damaged on the way to you. So which one of the series have I got? The 2422, which is the Copperhead, and you can see it has this beautiful cinnamon bone stag on there. You can see the depth of the bone there as well. Everything's flush. This pin sticks a little high, but you can't complain when it's inside the deep groove there. It's going to be sticking out at some point. It's rounded over nicely. You're not going to catch your fingers on it, so it doesn't bother me the slightest. You can see you got the cinnamon colours here where it's been burnt in, and then down to the natural white of the bone. And I really do like the natural white bone. You can see the little dots and stuff in it there. Some of the earlier series had some problem with this black stuff rubbing off, but no problem with that on this series at all. They seem to have nailed the dye, the black dye on that now. It seems to stay on there quite firmly. And you can see it's all polished nice on top of there. I really do enjoy the classic Cinnamon Bone Stag series. It's really nice. You've got the single lined bolsters with the pinched ends, nickel silver as well as nickel silver pins. Take a look at the back springs. Nothing really major to write home about. You do have this little tiny gap at the back here, but it's way at the back of the knife. There's no blade wobble. It doesn't affect anything at all. It's just the most minute gap ever. You could tap this close if you wanted to, but I don't want to like ding up the bolster anymore, so I'll just leave it as it is. Apart from that, I mean, it's like a $25, £30 knife. You're not going to complain if you get something of this fit and finish. And we take a look at the back side of the knife now, and you can see very sort of similar colours to the front. It's nice when they keep them sort of aligned. Again, everything flush as it's meant to be. Same story with that middle pin. It does stick up a little bit, but as I said on the previous side, it's in that like canyon recess there, so it's going to show at some point. The nice burnt colour there again. A little bit lighter on the black dye in there, but still a really, really attractive bit of bone. You can see it does have the black underliners, and I can't quite make out what it is, but I believe it's a BG10 or something, some sort of composite along those lines. It does make the sort of the bone sort of pop on the back there. You can see like the outline of it, and you can also see the nice white colour there of the original bone. Take a look from the top at the centering. You can see the main clip point blade is pretty much bang on. The sort of California clip, or the Turkish clip point, is quite close to the liner. It's not touching, so it doesn't bother me at all, but for the price, a little bit of blade rub wouldn't bother me at all. It doesn't affect the knife or how it works. You can see you have the classic Copperhead pattern, where you have this larger sort of bolster at the top. It hides the tangs, so they're not going to catch when they go in your pocket, and this Copperhead does a really good job of that. You can see they're pretty much flush there with the top of the bolster. So we'll take a look at the front blade first, which is it's been advertised as a Skinner blade, as like a Turkish clip, California clip. For me, it's just like an elongated clip point blade. I'm sure you guys have got your own opinions what it might be, but that's what it is for me. You can see you've got the Rough Rider script tang stamp there with the RY. Got a nice mirror polish on the blade there. Really impressed with the grind on this one as well. You can see front and back, it's nice and even. Came razor sharp out of the box. And then with most of the new Rough Riders, you can see you've got the matte strike nail nick and the swedge in there on the top. Quite a decent blade stock on this as well. So it's a nice sturdy clip point with a very sort of fine point for detailed work. and this does come with a half stop, and there's really nice action on this. I'd say it's about a 7 pull, which is ideal for me. And when it's in hand, even if that blade does stick out quite a little bit further, it does sort of fit. So this bit here fits between my 2 middle fingers like that, and it's incredibly comfortable to use. You can see the back on the tang stamp on this. You can see it does have the carbon steel, the model number, which is RR2422, and then the country of origin, which is China. So really impressed with this blade. Razor sharp out of the box, nice mirror polish. What more can you ask for? And carbon steel. And then the main blade on this, which is a more of a traditional style clip point blade. You can see it has the Rough Ryder script with the RY tang stamp again, the match strike nail nick and the swedge. You can see the nail nick does sort of intercept the swedge there, but there's enough of it this side that it's nothing to worry about. Again, really nice sharpening choil there, and nice even edge front and back. See on the back, the tang stamp is clear. A little bit of patina forming on this blade because I have been using it for the odd job here and there. It's just some like spats when I was cutting veg with it the other day. And then half stop on this blade as well. Again, about a 7 pull and a nice strong lockup. That blade is quite thin and low down, so you don't feel it at all when it's in hand. You can sort of hold it back here and have enough room for your whole hand, and even if the blade does close, it stops on the kick. The way I would sort of use a copperhead is I would sort of choke up here like this, sort of the thumb and finger pinch, and then your other 3 fingers sort of wrap around a bit lower, and then you're really secure there. There's no way that's going to close on you. Overall, really impressed with this knife. The classic cinnamon bone stag series is one I have many of the series of, many of the knives. It's just, I don't know what more you could ask for. You've got a bone handle. It's jigged to look like stags. Yes, it's imitation stag, but they've done such a good job of it. Carbon steel blade in a traditional pattern, made a traditional way. I don't understand what more you could want. So for me, this series of Rough Ryder, it's got to be a firm favourite with most of people. So there we go, guys. That is my review of the Rough Ryder Classic Cinnamon Bone Stag Copperhead. Hope you all enjoyed this review. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. And keep your eye out for a future 500 sub giveaway. It's coming very, very soon. Keep an eye out for that, guys. Peace out.